Two.
Hi, chat.
Uh,
All
Let me
right,
pull
you
up
should
an
be
analog.
seeing it on the channel now.
I do see it. Okay,
Yes.
excellent.
Hello, everyone. If anybody's here
Hello,
yet, we'll
hello.
be maybe waiting a little bit for people to join in on this
Just sent
part
the
3.
message. The storm is starting. I am a. Oh wait, wrong.
You
Wrong
can't
person
say
with
that. That's my thing.
The storm is starting. This is Electrocute. I'm Fel, and I don't know what else.
Some other silly people.
Yeah.
We all need our own intros.
Does anyone? Hey, let's just all go through and do our intros, and while we're waiting, Alex, you want to kick us off?
The storm is starting. I am Alextrocute, and today we are doing the final part of the next Nanivore balance patch. The nanosphere will never be the same again.
Very true.
Dodge
Very
will
true.
never be meta.
Again,
I hope.
We'll see.
we'll see. We'll see.
Right, I'm going down the list here. Dethorn, you want to give your intro?
All right. The dodge is dodging. My name is the Thorn. I'm here. Results may be shocking, and I'm still gonna probably use dodge after it gets nerfed a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't suck
Yeah.
too much.
Man,
Yeah.
your entire Nanivore identity is just getting as many dodges as possible.
Look, I've really grown to embrace being the dodge connoisseur. I've kind of embraced that.
Well, you'll
But I'll try
have
other
to
things
you'll
too.
have to see my match against the Evil Lancer last night. I don't assume it's been uploaded already.
Not yet. I'm yet to see it, but I heard everything about it. So
I've heard
Can't
horror
wait.
stories. Okay. Good.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
correct.
And on that note, I guess I'll go next, and after me, it can be Oliver, and then you, Boris. But
Sure.
the conquests are conquesting. I am Fel, part of the Hexite Legion. We will soon take over the Nanosphere and establish our will and dominate for Taslos.
All right
That's it.
then. You have to do
Oliver?
it one device at a time.
How do I represent myself? Like, I'm Oliver, friend of Boris. He invited me to try the game. I liked it. I'm like kind of a new player that's watching a tournament and trying to see how can I make myself like a competitive player in here, and maybe help a little bit from this side of like from a new player's perspective, and maybe some of that played some kind of competitive games in the past. That's about it. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Great.
All right.
Boris, you want
Alright.
All
to...
of us doing our
Good.
intros in part
Yeah,
3.
sure.
I guess.
All right, I'll do my own. Okay, the plasma is lashing. I am Boris. I'm I basically work on balancing the game with everyone here. I make some dumb and unique combos in the game as well and swarms. So I love experimenting and I love bringing in new stuff that might be fun.
All right.
Excellent. All right. Well, on that note, we can let's jump right into it.
Yeah,
Then.
on that impromptu note, let's
Yeah.
start with the Blaze Hydras then, I suppose.
Awesome.
So, Blaze Hydra
Okay.
1.0. Open the floor up to anyone who has anything to say about Batman
All
here.
right.
I think we all know the one sort of move that kind of needs changing on here.
Yeah. I do, and I think that it needs to go from permanent scaling to be a like 1 round buff. I think that might make it a bit more viable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Make it a strong 1 round buff, so you sacrifice your round by tanking and getting a lot of strength in the next round, but it depletes in the round after that. I think that would work way better than this, and it would be less
Yeah.
exploitable with some swarms. So
Yeah. Although we need to give you a lot of strength to make up for it. If it's
Yeah,
for one.
that
round.
is true. That is true. That is true.
like
We
strength,
need to-
strength steroids specifically for the Hydra.
Yeah, it would need to be like plus
Yeah.
100 to make up for it. Because if
Yeah.
not, you're like losing out on damage.
That is true.
Mhm.
Honestly, I was talking to Boris about some kind of nanoware that could do something like a fly that fly does with a dodge that it can do with an armor, so you can like stall with armor.
Yes.
This is almost like that. It just goes to energy and it's like permanent, right? So I would love it to, if it goes that way. I like to be tech choice that you can put in just to stall a little bit if you're playing around armor or something.
Mhm.
I don't. Well, for one, being honest, I don't know if we really want stalling to be that big of an option in the game. But
No.
secondly, I don't know if stalling with armor is always possible because of the existence
No.
of armor piercing attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why
Most
it's
swarms at
like
least have one, I would say.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to make it like a super strong like dodge. On the circuit flyer, dodge is very good, but if it doesn't go first, you don't get like 75% dodge, right? It would be
Mhm.
similar on something like this. Just that's why it should not be like super strong. In other words, somebody that can like tank a little bit, just stack energy, set up maybe, set up armor aura, and then you can go from there. Like because I was using circuit flyer similar to the concept of armor stacking, and that one I was using circuit flyer same as that, stack energy, like a second nano that can stack energy and just go all in with the like boss nano. You get me?
So
Something like
you'd be proposing to like lower it to one energy cost so you can bank energy, but raise the armor that you get for the round even more.
I don't. If we go that way, that was like not a buff for this, or maybe it could be a change. But if you're gonna go that route, just leave it at that. Maybe put it at armor level, so it just gets armor, or make something like that. Like make a move like with that type of move. Like, you get me? Sorry if I'm mumbling here. Because I don't think it should be this nanower exactly, but I would like to see, because I seen this potential in meditate, right? That there can be more moves like this that have different uses, you know.
I can see some. I don't know if this is quite what you're what you're talking about, but I guess like kind of riffing off of that and riffing off what Alex said. A world where instead of it being 2 energy to temporarily give you armor and give you like 100 strength for next turn, if it costs 1 energy but only gave you like 50 strength next turn, and then the strength would go away.
Yeah,
That could be
maybe.
interesting because that way, like you can't immediately use that energy because your other moves are 2 EN, but you could pop that, hit someone with like a pretty strong frostbite or blaze burn, and then you can pivot, and then you just have extra energy to have on too. So if you wanted to just go in for damage, then you would not be using it. But if you wanted to get a bit of extra damage, block a little bit, and bank a little bit, then it could kind of help set up other things. like set up itself a little bit while setting up future turns, which could
well,
be neat.
I
But,
mean,
That is an idea, yeah, but then you do use Frostbite and change and probably finish off anything. That was the problem.
well,
Uh,
you wouldn't be finishing off that hard because let me just see the math here. Because that'd be 2 turns in order to do if you have, let's say, max strength investment, which would be 135, and then you added plus 50 if I'm going to go with that number here. So that would be your Frostburn would do 56 damage, and then you could swap into some. In 2 turns, you would do 56 damage, and then you'd swap in and have
And-
3 energy, which doesn't sound that crazy.
yeah. And
Right.
then actually that would be like you could replicate that since you get some armor back every time, so you don't get like one-shotted or something. Maybe.
And the armor is temporary, by the way, on Blaze Hydra.
Yeah, that's only one
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure. Yeah, but I don't
That,
know.
that might be an interesting idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can go back to Boris's idea of lasting 2, and then you just like go with Blaze Burn and deal 80 damage or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they both have merits. I think really the main thing with meditate is we do want to prevent it from being like a degenerate move where someone does like insane swap blocking and strength reducing and then spams meditate. Like that's the main thing we want to avoid. I think if there's like a minimum damage threshold in, it becomes a bit less of a problem, but it still is a problem. But yeah, I think that being adjusted makes it a lot better. And honestly, even with that, I do feel like Blaze Hydra 1.0 feels a little bit weak sometimes because it is shockingly frail. 0 armor is kind of sad, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I could see a world.
Velocitron special, so
Yeah, I'm not against the armor, but well the no armor. But I could see a world where Blaze Hydra gets a health buff, but I don't know if it's necessary. But I just want to mention that I think there's a world where the Blaze Hydras get more health. But I would be happy with just adjusting meditate to what Boris was saying, and I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
I would probably agree with that. I would be on the same. By the way, hey Chaz, thanks for joining.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, Chaz?
I came in the right time. I want to hear about this Blaze Hydra.
Yeah.
I think where we're at is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Boris. So your proposal is we change meditate to be more like a strength steroid, so like give you plus 100 strength for 1 turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So are we keeping the armor for 1 turn in the swap block, or are we just saying it's just 100 strength for 2
I mean,
energy for 1
there
turn?
should be some payout if you get first here. So I mean, if it was just strength, then it would be like I could have just attacked twice instead of doing this. Then it's just maths. It's either stronger than attacking twice, or But if it has armor, you kind of have like the payout. Oh, I went first. I got I took less damage. So there you go.
I could also see a world where meditate gives 20 armor, and it not being a problem. But I don't know if that's too saucy of me to say.
20
Yeah,
armor
I
stacking.
wasn't it one of Electrobolt's attacks that we gave it like plus 25? Like it was now a damage move that gave extra armor for when it goes first for the turn, right?
That was
Was that a
that's
different Nanophore?
Hyper Tusk 1.0
I
infection.
see. Okay.
Yeah, extra damage if it goes
So
first.
yeah, I think it could be at least 20 instead of 15.
Okay.
So increase armor from 15 to 20.
And then Blaze Hydra. So will Blaze Hydra, because I guess it's important, actually set like a strength steroid override? Or will it just gain 100 strength and then at the end of this next
I
turn lose
gain
100
for
strength?
turn, honestly. That's.
I think it should be greedy.
greedy, so just itself.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because the thing is that if it's such a strength override for the next turn, the thing is because of the swap block, it has to be you anyways.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That is true.
yeah,
Right.
I
Like,
assume
doesn't
that
really matter.
we'd be keeping the self swapping in this scenario.
Yes. Yes. Actually, hold on. It would be kind of funny to set up meditate, then swap out, and then like 3 turns later, bring in a Blaze Hydra with 200 strength. That is kind of funny. I don't know if we want to do that, but it is funny.
I mean, your opponent would know that it's coming at least.
They would know that there's a Blaze Hydra in the back that can do a lot of damage if it wants to.
Hi, if you can keep the strength for a turn.
Well, yeah, that would be a thing of. So then, do we count only turns when you're active, or do we also?
I'm viewing it like
when you're
a
on
hack, like stun.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Oh, I see. So
You know,
it's
and then
like-
hilarious interaction. Enemy team has Battle Kraken 3.0 and removed your meditate.
That would be funny. I guess that would
That's funny.
technically mean it would
Yeah.
have to count as a hack.
Yeah,
Which I'm
Yeah.
not
That's-
sure how that would work exactly.
that's true. I guess a hack usually has a negative implication. It's a really funny interaction, though. Or we could just make things way simpler and just make it so it still swap blocks and you just do more damage next turn. And it's like, we don't need to think about it that much more. However, I do think it's funny to just swap it out and be like, I can do 94 damage with Blaze Burn at some point. Who knows when I'm going to do it?
I just think we should implement more hacks overall at some point.
yeah.
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree with that.
But honestly, I would like to like keep strength in a backup. Like you have a backup nuke if you need it. That's
Yeah.
probably even a good play. Not only funny. It sometimes
Yeah.
could be a good play.
Yeah, and it's not like busted because your opponent knows that it's going to happen, and you have to alternate your Blaze Hydra between not being a nuke and being a nuke, because you bring it out and it has 125 health and no armor, and if you outspeed it, it's taking a lot of damage, and then
but
it can do
this
stuff. And swap
this
block
none
will
of
mess
it
it up
is
as well.
speedy. Honestly, you can jolt it so it has nice speed.
Yeah, but speed's unreliable.
Yeah, but it's unreliable.
We still go for it.
Maybe are we gonna do changes for speed? Is it gonna still be like this, or is it gonna be changed up? Like Boris was talking of like a few days ago, that if you have like 50 more than an opponent, you're guaranteed to go first, with like mathematical equation where you literally, if there is enough speed difference, you the one that has more speed is going first. Because I'm very for it, because then you get like speed or a buff inherently with that. I don't know if you guys saw that, like chat. I don't know who was talking about speed, and Boris said that there was an idea for speed change. I don't know if it's already implemented to be changed, or was this just just an idea, you know?
I think we've discussed it, but we haven't decided on that yet.
Uh-huh.
I'd be open to that, but yeah, that'd probably have to be a larger discussion outside
Yeah.
of the nanivore balancing.
Yeah. That's,
Okay,
that would be-
that because it's a big
that's definitely
change,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so I guess let's just lock in here. The only thing we want to touch is meditate. So
Yeah.
are we just gonna for now keep it simple, plus 100 strength next turn, still keep the swap block, 15 armor?
I
Yeah,
think
Matt?
that's
20.
the safest idea, definitely.
Yeah, we'll do that.
20 armor, 100 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
keeping
funny
the cost the
backup
same,
nuke
I
we're not
guess.
going to do for
Yeah.
now.
For now, yeah. Just keep it simple then. Swap
Yeah.
keep the swap block, armor 20, 100
Yeah.
strength, override steroid. Or not override, wait, did we say override or did we just say just 100 plus strength?
It's just
Just
100.
plus
Just 100.
100,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
at that point it could at least be not vulnerable to getting obliterated, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, random
Yeah.
obliterate.
And hey, that means that you can actually do it without you can have a different override in your slot. Yeah,
Oh
that's
shit!
another
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
A plus
Mhm.
100 override.
Actually, yeah, no joke. Set up a Gamma Fury plus 100 and then do Meditate, another plus
But then it
100.
will
So
run
you're up
out.
to 200.
My
Then it
gosh,
would run
yeah.
out.
That would
Oh,
be
wait, you're right.
that would
Oh,
You
be
can't do
yeah.
it. It would
No.
run out.
Math. Math is hard.
Oh,
Do a
Jesus.
plus 20 strength override. That's still something, but yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else on Blaze Hydra, or can we skedaddle on to 2.0?
Let's move on to
well, the
2.0.
2.0,
Yeah.
yeah, nothing more on the 1.0, I don't think.
Yeah. Run that.
What are we
Mm.
thinking about Blaze Hydra 2.0?
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
think it's fine.
Hypnotize, I think, needs some changes. I think it's meh. But overall, I mean, maybe Hydra Slap. Maybe. It's not urgent, but I think Hypnotize is like the least used that attack, and it's most likely going to be mutated for Meditate anyways when we do this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that
Yeah.
being the case.
So
Maybe if it was
can
like
definitely.
minus 30 speed, which I know is not a big difference, but I kind of like what it does. I just don't know if it's efficient to do. But if it removed more speed, I think it's a decent.
Is it safe to just give it one less cost?
No,
Can you? No, too
that'd be
much.
dangerous at 2. That would be hypnotize at 2 would be crazy. That would be some nutso speed control. But is it enough to make it broken, or would it just make it a very good move?
That's why I'm asking.
The thing, honestly, it might not be busted because Blaze Hydra 2.0 is still like doesn't have any armor and has 135 health, so like your opponent can just counter that by killing you. But hypnotize on a turn where your opponent like is trying to set up could go kind of crazy in the long run. If it costed 2, so I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
I
I think the
mean,
standard for 25 speed removal is 1, so I think the
Yeah.
question is 1 energy for 15 strength.
I'm
Yeah.
not personally against it, but I feel like as much as I love it, kind of, not in a PvP sense, but because I came up with it, this, like, lowering this to 2 would definitely make. I believe we came into this balance patch with sort of the goal of making my, like, strength drain to 0 swap block. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be possible anymore because of how Blaze Hydra works, but still, it'd still be indefinite stall, so.
Yeah. No, that's
Okay,
fair.
just for in the fun aspect, it would be very boring to play against this move if it was too easy to do.
Yeah. Would we care about just making it have more speed reduction?
I'm open to that, or even just more strength reduction. Your speed goes up from 25 to. I might even, if we're gonna do speed, I might even go more than 30. I might even go 35.
Yeah, I'd
Strength
be
maybe
fine with that.
15 to 20, maybe.
I think I'd leave
Yeah.
strength as is, but I'd be down to make minus 35 speed for hypnotize.
I
Not
mean,
opposed
sure.
to it.
I still think it's gonna get mutated out. It's really not that
Yeah.
appealing, but I mean, for now, I think that's a fine
Yeah.
buff.
Yeah, and I think like I don't know if we'll hypnotize with these effects or would ever be good unless we made it broken, but like I still think like if it's minus 35 speed, minus 15 strength, I could see myself clicking that every so often because that is a decently strong effect and it's pretty unique to this nanivore, so it does get a niche out of it, but even if like not everything needs to be good, but like I think that could
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
nice.
I guess
Yeah,
the only problem I kind of see with an attack like this being at 3 energy is that why would you spend 3 energy on something like this when uh, calling back to the first tournament, why wouldn't you just do something like zap or zoomer on the first turn, whereas you can't do something like this on the first turn, you know?
Yeah. Huh.
It just
No,
seems
that
a
is
lot
fair.
more effective to do something like that, or like eat my dust on the first turn, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You know, that's fair.
The more you talk, people, the more I think this can go to 2. No, for real. You can nerf it, like stats and go to 2. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking gibberish, but
No.
I think 15 strength just goes hard, especially if you like jolt up's health and generally survivability on the Blaze Hydra. You can shut someone down really easy with minus 15 strength on
Yeah,
the
I,
jet
2
kill.
cost.
yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it being a big like speed sink plus strength thing is not abusable, but it's like a cripple a magna, like just completely shut down a Magnamod's ability to go first and reduce their damage. I think is
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, it's not a turn one type move,
I guess.
right? It's like oh, my opponent has a hyper blade in the back. Well, okay, frick you.
Well,
Right now, the
do
hyper blade will never
remember,
go first.
I believe that we were talking about in one of the previous live streams that we were going to implement like a failsafe so that even if somebody's at 0 strength, they can
Yeah,
still
minimum 10
deal some
damage.
amount of damage, or even if
Bad
they have
damage,
like a
yeah.
certain amount of armor, like the minimum damage is like 5 or 10, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Minimum 10.
I'm
yeah.
just
So
thinking
even
to
if
myself, would I really spend in a conventional scenario, would I really spend that many turns like draining strength with my Blaze Hydra 2.0 instead of actually dealing damage during all that time?
Yeah. Well, I don't think hypnotize with the buff intentions that I'm saying has the intention of being like you spam this to bring it down to 0. I think you use it one time against a Magnamod or against like a Velocitron with lower speed, and just like cripple them, and then you keep doing damage.
Well, yeah, I guess then I wouldn't really see why it would be overpowered at the 2 energy cost.
Mm-hmm. Well, but the thing is that if it's 200 cost, people are gonna try to spam it. But that's true though. Like it probably still isn't too strong at 2. It's a really good move at 2, but if there's minimum damage and the Nanivore doing it is already kind of frail, I could see a world where it's not too big of a problem. But it is still, it's scary because I could see it becoming a problem.
It's scary
Like if
because it
someone-
actually can work, maybe.
Yeah,
it's-
can work.
So
This
I don't
is
know.
like
I would
Exodia
be
scenario.
yeah, like I would just be happy to make it reduce more speed. Or we could go crazy and make Hypnotize remove overrides. We could go full other direction
Now
and
that-
make it an insane override removal
They're
move.
just
I mean,
That might be too. That's maybe too crazy.
well,
What if it's stall overrides instead?
stole overrides.
Yeah, if you have like a yellow spike, you can steal an enemy override.
That's funny.
Wh-
That's funny. That is
I
funny.
don't even
I
know
will-
what
I
to
will
say
say
to
that.
that. Because, like, I was
That would
going
be
to say,
so
I'm
Kinda
pretty sure it
crazy.
already has access to
It can
obliterate
obliterate, yeah.
via the 1.0. You can put that on
Yeah.
Blaze Hydra 2. But
Yeah.
stealing overrides, I don't even.
Funny.
Like, that's. Honestly, I can't currently imagine that simply costing, like, a yellow spike combo. Like, that's so much value that you're getting. I don't even know what that would cost.
well, I mean, if it costs 4, it's the same as an override.
Yeah, but you
As
also
the
need to
strong
find
one, but not the weak one.
Mm-hmm.
And if it costs more, then you have to put it like some better stats on ability.
Mhm.
But if it costs less, like it's a hard punish and it's dumb. To me, at least, I'm never gonna use it for stealing like yellow spike. At least that's what I think you're gonna use it to steal, like strength override or dodge override if you can hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
would be hard
like the
to
steel
balance.
override idea, but I think it might be too crazy to put in right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
for
I'm thinking. Cause like even
yeah.
at 4 energy cost, you're essentially doing an obliterate to your opponent and then copying what they had over onto your
Yeah,
side, which is
that's
more than a
3
4
to
energy cost usually, even if you're like copying a somewhat small override. Like 4 is the
Yeah.
absolute minimum it could cost. It could even cost like 5. Because it would be like
Mm.
something you'd use in specific scenarios, but in those scenarios it would just be like incredibly devastating.
Isn't it like 3 to 6 cost of like work, you know? If it's 4 and you do it on a like obliterate and put spike, that's 2 plus 1, right? Obliterate is 2 cost, if I remember.
Yeah.
And if you still like, I'm not gonna put dodge because some things you gonna fail. If you still like 4 cost aura, then you essentially for 4 energy you get 6 energy value. So that move would be in a setups that are not that hard to do and that are common, very good.
Yeah, I'd probably lean on the side of maybe simplicity for now if we're gonna rework.
Yeah.
Hypnotize. The COD in the chat did mention that Scare Bullet 3.0 compared same exact swarm value. For 2 energy, that one can remove 20 speed from the opponent, give you 20 speed, and then remove an energy from the opponent.
Yeah, I
So
believe I
it's
brought up
Steps and
the
steals.
eat my dust, and that's 2
Yeah.
cost. So
It's
yeah,
comparable.
Is
it's a
Hypnotize that big
stronger
of a deal?
effect, but it's a less potentially broken effect. That's the
Right.
thing.
I
Speed removal is just a very sorry.
well,
Strength removal
you
is a very
do
scary
speed
thing to make.
removal, speed buff yourself, and drain energy all in one attack.
Yeah, but gaining speed isn't that impactful. You might fizzle them for a turn, and that'll be pretty cool with the energy removal. But can you make your opponent have 0 strength?
Bro,
Right?
that's like, can you make your opponent after 17 turns may have 0 strength? What
Yeah,
is the point?
it's not a thing of Hypnotize being too good. Is there a chance that Hypnotize ruins the game? That's the issue. It's not
But
whether
that's like one game in your 50 game trying to pull this off.
no
Trying to
no.
use
What
it
I'm
for
what I'm
17
saying is
turns.
that we now every time any decision is made, we always have to consider could this potentially lead to Hypnotize being broken. It limits game
Yeah.
design because if Hypnotize is ever able to do that consistently, the game is completely ruined and it sucks now.
This may
Right?
be an incredibly stupid example for certain reasons, but I just thought of this and I would never consider actually doing it. Like, Hypnotize is 3 energy cost, right? What if I tried to bring in a storm field to get 3 energy per turn and do this every turn with the plus 3 energy per turn override to drain the enemy? That just I would never do that.
No,
just do the
because
math.
there's too much
always
counterplay. Yeah.
not only counterplay. It's just like you lose what 2 turns to setup, and then after 2 turns you start using Hypnotize. You don't use any ability for those first 2 turns, or you get like plus 3 energy ability.
Yeah. So I guess maybe to better explain the potential problem of the 2 cost thing here, it's not a thing of this is going to make you win every game. It's a if you have swap block and strength removal and you can put yourself in a position where your opponent cannot switch out and you can make them do 0 damage, you can hold the game hostage for an infinite amount of turns and your opponent can't do anything about it. That's the problem here that we want to make sure it doesn't happen. The issue isn't that, is Hypnotize going to break the meta? No, it's can
I
somebody
know,
use
I know.
this
It's just
to make
that
it so the
one
games are
stupid
hostage. Yes.
game, yeah.
And that's
I
the
get
problem.
you, like infinite looping with this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fun bro set in Pokemon, the slow bro set where no one can die and no one can leave, and you just hold the game hostage. That's the thing to avoid, and that's why cheap and efficient strength removal is very scary. It's not because it's actually.
If I'm being perfectly honest, where there's a will, there's a way. Even if we don't reduce this to 2 energy costs, it would take a massive amount of balance changes to make it completely impossible.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that
I'm
if the only
right
way
now, like, what if I just bring an entire swarm of Rumblehound 1.0s? It's swap blocks and strength drains in the exact same move that I can use every single turn. What are you gonna do? If I manage to get you to 0 strength, you're just done.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Well, I guess that's what the minimum damage is for. That is true. Rumblehound 1.0 can
I
just do
brought
that.
it up already. We haven't even gotten through 2 Nanivore. Minimum damage exists.
Minimum damage, we're fine. I still don't think it should be 2, but yeah. Hypnotize being 2, I'm still kind of opposed to, but I don't know. If other people want to try it too, it might be fine. But, yeah.
I mean, if it goes to 2, I think strength needs to go from 15 to 10. I think it's only fair. But then speed needs to get buffed seriously. Or,
yeah. Honestly, 2 energy for minus 25 speed, minus 10 strength is probably fine.
That would mirror.
I guess my problem there. I guess my problem there is that Scarab Roller 1.0 has the exact same attack.
Yeah.
And then I have an attack from a 155 nanivore on a 270 nanivore, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't.
Yeah.
If you ask me,
I mean, either that or strength goes up to 20, but the energy cost is 3.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Either that or increase, yeah. Okay, so.
And do you think you're still gonna replace it with something like buffed meditate?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait and see.
This is the end.
I guess really quick, so we don't have this conversation again. I believe a different Nanivore with the same swarm value right now has basically the same move. Is it Shock Triton? That does basically this same thing. Do we want to copy this change onto them?
Yes.
Alright. So that's accounted for then.
Awesome.
I don't remember what the move is
shock
called
drain.
on Shock
Drain.
Triton though. Is it Shock Drain?
Shock Drain.
Well, we'll get to it here once we get through the Velocitron, so we'll touch on it anyways.
Shock Drain.
But okay. Are we all good on?
We're good.
On Hypnotize? Okay.
Yes,
we all got hypnotized by Hypnotize there.
We'll get back to it at some point when we get more creative, but yeah, it's getting a little buff for now.
Okay. Warblaze.
Turbo Cannon? Or Warblaze?
Or what's next on the list?
Warblaze?
Turbo Cannon, I guess. I don't know.
Turbo
Cannon it is.
All right.
Okay.
It's not great, but I don't care that much. It's fine. It's got a unique thing, I suppose.
I don't care that much.
Yeah, we don't need to touch this guy, probably. I still don't think it's good, but I don't think it needs to be.
Yeah, it's an alpha nanivore.
I mean, it's not that bad, and we haven't touched any of the alpha nanivore up to this point, so I wouldn't say Turbo Cannon 1.0 is so bad that it absolutely needs a buff.
Yeah,
definitely not. It's just overshadowed by other nanivore alphas, but it's kind of there. Yeah. It exists.
I suppose if I were to say anything, what is its swarm value cost right now? Is it 165?
165.
Yeah,
Yeah.
165, yeah.
I could almost see it going to the same as Plasma Lash and Scare Brawler right now at 155. If we wanted to do
160.
that.
I mean, it has an Icicle Storm. I would maybe put it at 160. There with Doomblade.
That's
I
fine.
guess that could work
Yeah.
too if we wanted to give it anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we can
Okay.
bump the swarm value down by 5. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
160 then
Yeah,
for Turbo
160.
Cannon 1.0.
160.
Turbo Cannon 1.0. It's a deal. Sold to the highest
Perfect.
bidder.
Turbo Cannon 2.0.
Yeah. I remember Boris have had a swarm using this guy ways back.
I mean, it's in the game now as an AI. So
Was it the swarm with the Doom Mantis?
no, it's the swarm with 3 Alpha Velocitrons, Turbo Cannon, and it's Doombringer.
Yeah.
It's Strength Raiders in the specials. I think that's the subcategory.
Okay. So I think the main thing to address is that Turbo Cannon 2.0 and 3.0 have the same swarm value. And
Yeah.
because of mutations, 3.0 could just become a better 2.0. So do we decrease 2.0 swarm value a little bit?
I would agree with that generally, because it's strength drain with the yellow spike is the only thing keeping it up right now, but I think
Sure, it's pretty bland. Otherwise, yeah.
it's pretty bland, yeah, but I think, I don't know, the strength drain is still pretty big for a yellow spike combo, isn't it like 25?
It's 20. We nerfed it to 20. It was 25.
Alright. Yeah, I think that could work if we want to reduce it by 10, maybe to 235 instead of 245.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so we're landing on swarm value getting decreased from 245 to 235 for Turbo Cannon 2.0.
Yeah.
Do we think the faster move needs to be changed at all? Because right now I think it's generally pretty weak.
Super
Yeah,
weak, yeah.
it is not a good
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Not a good move.
I mean, maybe increase the speed of the game just to justify the 2 cost.
Yeah, to 15.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so faster is going from 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Speed increase 10 to 15.
So swarm value 245 to 235, and then faster speed increase is 10 to 15. I think I got it.
Alright. I think that's good for the Turbo Cannon 2.
Yep.
So, the Turbo Cannon 3. Not sure if I have any thoughts.
Same.
I think Burn Down either has to get an increase in its base damage, or we lower the cost but lower the swap block from 3 to 2, so it's kind of like Zeus Zap, very much. But I think it would be way more unique if it was 60 base damage and 3 swap block for 4 energy.
I agree.
Call it.
That's
Increase
pretty...
base damage or
I guess it doesn't have all that much strength, but 60 damage and swap blocking for 3.
Yeah.
That is
Plus
pretty
4.
good. That would make it a lot better. A lot
That's
stronger.
4 energy.
That's good.
4 energy is...
Because Turbo Cannon 3.0 like is basically just play by Felnius for the fun of it. It's not a good anymore. Like, let's be real.
You did win with that Turbo Cannon 3.0 swarm though, didn't you? Or did you
I
lose
did
that?
win. It was completely unjolted too. It was a raw Turbo Cannon 2.0 with no mutations, no jolts, just
Yeah.
raw,
Hey,
fresh
I don't
out.
know. You actually give the Turbo Cannon like plus 20 strength points? I don't know. Partially joking.
Mm. I think it's chill. I'd be down to up burn down. I think that's
I think Turbo Cannon's full of hot air. But yeah, it'd be.
mm,
I think the con in the chat, I'm catching up.
he's
Boosting damage
agreeing.
on burn down. Yeah, I'm agreeing with boosting damage for burn down because I think someone said, or Oliver, I think might have said it costs 4. So I think there is a limiting
Absolutely.
constraint. So
Yeah.
we're saying 60 base damage then?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, that sounds good to me. Make Turbo Cannon good. Make all the Turbo Cannons good,
Mm-hmm.
or at least do
And now
some.
we've got something
Yeah.
scary up next.
Something scary. I'm the only one using it in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I
This
had one, I probably would be using one as well. So Turbo Jumper 1.0 is, in my opinion, one of the top 3 scariest, most meta threatening Nanivore in the entire game at the moment.
Really?
Is it because of his
yes.
big mouth?
It is the best. It is the best fizzle inflictor in the entire game by a significant margin.
Yes.
It's
I would say
crazy.
it's mouth
It
thing.
has competition. It certainly has competition.
I guess mutations give it a bit of competition, but they're pretty scary.
Bro, there is that 1 Giga Drain going around destroying half of a tournament.
Yeah, but it costs 4 energy, and this thing for 3, it just minus 2s you every single turn, which is insane.
And the
Yeah,
SP is
honestly,
only 240. Go
It
ahead.
is the
only
crazy fizzler. If there's no if dodge isn't consistent, I think this is the scariest thing in the entire game. That's my opinion. I think this is the best thing in the game when dodge gets nerfed. In its current state, I think this thing is problematically powerful. I think if Snapshot and Crystal Ball only did -1 energy, I think it would still be a very good Nanivore. Probably still like the top 20, maybe even top 10. That's my thoughts.
no.
Personally disagree. If it only did 1, I'd probably throw it out. Honestly.
It was pretty nasty though, Alex, that match you had with Evil Lancer just last night, where you could just literally stop Evil Lancer from playing the game because you had a single
here's
yellow
the thing.
spike.
I'd be fine with it going down to 1 energy, right? But I'd want the attacks to do just like a little bit more damage.
I think that's fine. I think that's
I
fine.
think that'd be a fair trade-off, yeah.
So from
I'd
like
be
40
fine
to
with that
45
trade-off if it
and
gets
minus
like
1
plus
energy.
5 base damage on the
Yeah.
attacks, but it goes down to 1 decrease
Yeah.
instead of 2.
Yeah, and
Is that
I'd also
fine with
say, like, just thematically, I think it's strange that, like, the Turbo Jumper is, like, the most insane fizzle inflictor, and it's not even a Hexite, nor is it related to them. Like, why is this thing, like, unnerfed Spike Hornet 3.0? But that costs 240, and it's a Velocitron.
I
Like,
think it's mainly because
Right?
it's about the only thing that made it viable.
yeah. Because, like, think about Punish. Punish was 3 for horrible damage, -2 energy. This is 3 for -2 energy. Damage
gotta
that's not too
remember,
bad.
though,
And
this
also
was-
swap blocks.
This was before
Yeah.
jolts. Turbo Jumper isn't
Yeah.
anywhere near as fast as Spike Hornet 3.0.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And again,
But it's still
also you have to have the yellow
Still-
spike. Well, punish you could use like bump it up and you can just spam punish. You can't really spam
yeah,
this.
yeah. It's not quite
Yes.
the same, but
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
it
its
is.
downsides, which kind of keep it in check.
yeah, it
But
has
it
those
is-
Kind of why
downsides,
I'm
but it
a
also swap
little
blocks.
bit hesitant on nerfing it, because like even the slightest change could just like
I just disagree with that. I think if this thing got nerfed, it would still be insane. I am
would
shocked
not
that
be
not
using
more
it
people are using this.
if it didn't get the
I would be.
damage increase and it just went down
Oh,
to 1. I would
I'm-
not be using this.
I'm fine with giving it a damage increase because I don't think that's like the reason why I think this thing is so scary. But I think the -2 was like insane. personally. I think this thing is crazy and one of the best things in the game.
Yeah.
But I think if it was 45 base damage and -1 energy, then I
Can
think
we
it
give
would
it
still
like
be
a
very
55
good.
damage and -1 energy just to justify that 1 energy? Because this
If
nerf
it
is to
was
the ground, bro.
it's
And you
not to
would
the
be
ground.
fine.
This is no. This is not to the ground. Let me just make that abundantly clear. This is not shooting it in the back of the head, right? Let's be honest here. Like let's say that you give it max strength jolts. If it's 45, that's still 59 damage and energy removal for 3. That's still really good. Let's be clear. That's still really good. This is not bad. The fact that you can do 59, or I guess it would be a little bit less here. So hold on. Without this, the fact you can be doing 52 damage and -2 energy every turn for 3 is it's insane. I know you need a yellow spike, but that's not that big of an ask when getting a yellow spike gives you more energy to enable this. This thing is crazy. That like it's a
Yeah.
-1 energy but more damage is not like shooting it in the back of the head. It's still insane. It's still one of the best fizzlers in the entire game. Well, maybe not as good of a quote unquote fizzler, but it's still extremely disruptive.
Yeah,
Like
it would not be in contention for best fizzler anymore.
yeah, it
Let's
wouldn't be
get
the
that
best
out of the
fizzler,
way
but
at least.
yeah, but
Because
I think that's fine.
Meltdown's
Yeah,
availability right now is getting really scary.
yeah. No, but like it's still very, very strong. Like I don't I think everyone is like underappreciating how scary Turbo Jumper is, and
Did
the
you
thing is,
test
it's
it with
240 as well.
did you
It's
test
240.
what 1 energy can do against versus 2 energy drains? Like,
Oh yeah, it is a significant deal. But my thing is that I'm saying that I don't think I'm bringing it from pretty decent into bad. I think I'm making it go from thing that's so broken it's on the same level as Thunderbolt 3.0. That's how good I think Turbo Jumper is, and bring it to a level where it's not broken anymore.
I mean,
I think the fact that other people
I
don't think this
tried
thing's
this
broken is
turbo
crazy.
jumper strategy against that Thunderpoid 3.0 swarm. Guess what happened?
Dodge
got
proc too
some.
many times.
Yeah, I don't know if that should be
Yeah.
the narrative that this thing is as
Mhm.
broken as that. Or at
I
least
don't.
as broken as Dodge, I mean.
I think if you're able to deal with the dodge, this thing is easily as strong. I think this thing is crazy. I don't know. Maybe all my experiences with trying out Turbo Jumper have led me to believe something that other people disagree with, but I really think that this thing is insane. And if dodge gets nerfed and this thing is in its current state, the meta becomes who's better at using Turbo Jumper
Yeah,
because
the
of how good
thing
it is.
is that it. I'm not saying it doesn't have to be nerfed, along with the
Yeah.
slight strength buff to go along with it, but it just has enough downsides, in my personal opinion. You have to have the yellow spike out so it can be obliterated potential. You have to have
Okay,
energy
well,
reserves to use it because you can't have like any sort of energy boosting override on you. You're specifically building your entire
Yeah.
swarm around this.
So
If it gets
energy boosting
destroyed,
overrides
you're just
are
done.
very expensive and easily countered. The thing with a yellow spike is that they give you energy in the process. Turbo Jumper can set its own yellow spike, and yellow spikes are way more accessible.
I was
Needing
gonna
to have a yellow
say,
spike up is not a big deal in my
yeah,
opinion.
it is actually, Alex, like that watching that match with Lancer, like it's a bad trade to obliterate a spike because you're spending 2 energy for one, and then for you to be able to spend 1 more energy the following turn, and the other person has to spend 2. It's just, I mean, even Lancer had the Hyper Blade that he could use obliterate with, but if I were him, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't feel good because also the fact that you have Yellow Spike on the Turbo Jumper itself, it's like self-sufficient. It's
Yeah, the thing is,
just
though,
feel
is
like
that
that's
that
wrong.
is true. And I'm not trying to make this discussion last longer than it should, but, like, this doesn't need to be, like, how OP is this Olympics anyway, but
I mean,
I
if it's
mean,
that OP, can you just
if you
get bigger
obliterate the
value?
spike and they don't have another yellow spike on their team, which I guess is a question because literally every nanivore can have a spike now, but that's a whole nother conversation. you'd have to go back into Turbo Jumper and use a turn to place that yellow spike where it can take damage, not using any of those actually OP attacks.
Yeah.
Right,
But I think
the
that
opponent has to use the
situation
play
happens
rate.
if you are poor at making a team. Right? I don't think it should be oh well this thing's not that good if someone didn't build their team right. Right? If someone builds their team right and they have other ways to set up a yellow spike, which is very even before mutations were very accessible, things like Plasma Locust 3.0 and even Doom Mantis 2.0 can set them as well. It's very easy to have a yellow spike.
Well, and also, Alex, the turn economy. Yes, you spend a turn setting up the spike, but the opponent spent the turn obliterating that spike. So the turn economy there just kind of evens out. You're
It
not
evens
getting
out, but you
advantage.
get +1 energy.
Exactly. The opponent spent
I-
one, so you're at a
Yeah.
surplus.
If we don't nerf this thing's energy reduction right now, I think we need to like have all of our eyes peeled on Turbo Jumper to emergency nerf it if it becomes broken.
Can you just
That's what I
sorry
would
for
say.
stopping you, but can you just, if it's that good, because you nerfing energy drain from his ability is like, I think, making it a very bad ability, you know? Can you just
It would not make
up
it bad. That's
in your eyes and you're not using it? Like, I'm not using it either, but that's what I think. Can you like up the swarm value of it so it can't be like matched with something disgusting or something else?
you could, but I don't know if I want that solution.
Yeah,
of just
I'd
upping the swarm.
basically do just about anything other than changing its swarm value.
Yeah. I think I'd rather adjust things, but I don't know. If other people really don't want to nerf its energy drain, then we just need to have our eyes peeled for this
I mean,
crazy
as
stuff
far as
to emergency nerf
I
it if
know, I'm
needed.
the only person actively using it, and I'm fine with decreasing its energy drain as long as it gets a little bit more damage.
Okay.
Okay.
I would be very,
make the
very
man
happy to
happy,
do that.
honestly. Make the man happy. Give him the damage.
Give me the damage.
Okay, we'll give you the damage,
Both
Alex.
people are
What-
happy.
The only other thing I could potentially want for Turbo Jumper is to change how the yellow spike on the bound works, because as it is
Yeah.
now, I essentially can't use bound if I want to keep using the other attacks, because bound just removes the spike. But that might just be a conversation for a different day, because
I agree
don't
with
think
that.
it's that
It's-
big of a deal. And we've
It's
already
called Turbo
spent a
Jumper.
lot of
Think
time
of that
on
what
just
you will.
these Nanivore here, so.
That is true. But his
Mhm.
name Turbo Jumper, so make of that what you will. If you want some ideas. I don't know how fun that would be to play against, but he likes
Jumping
jumping,
away
I
from your
guess.
hits?
I guess.
Mhm.
Or at least one
Yeah.
hit if he goes first.
Mhm.
So okay, I think we're all in alignment then. We're gonna decrease both Snapshot and Crystal Mall's energy from 2 to 1.
Yeah. But the
Decrease,
damage
and
goes
then
up by
the
5.
damage goes from 40 to 45 for both of those moves. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me write that.
And they still
down.
have the swap block and the strength drain on top, so you're still
Yeah, if
getting
it
a
was
lot of-
just the energy drain with the yellow spike, those two things didn't already exist, that would be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
think it would still be scary, but we would have needed to find a different solution. We would have needed to find,
Yeah.
but because it has the other effect, yeah.
It would not be unique.
It
Mhm.
Because I think
certainly
there are
is
other
unique,
abilities.
I'll give it that.
Yeah. It is very unique. This is a very unique Nanivore. It's very powerful and interesting.
Yeah.
But
I would agree with all that.
Turbo Jumper, my beloved, I'm the only one using you at the moment.
yes. I would be using one if I had more Nanivore ready to use. But unfortunately I only have 5 trained up. But they're all like pretty good.
Awesome.
Alright.
Okay.
So what about
Okay.
Turbo Jumper's evolution
Cousin.
the Turbo Master.
Yeah. All right, how are we
Turbo
buffing it? All right, what are we doing
Give
to
him
buff this thing,
damage.
guys?
I think he needs a lot of love.
He does need a lot of love.
Absolutely.
Like
This
an
Nanor is
insane amount.
not good. Yeah.
How funny do we want its love to be? Is the question.
I'm like.
Do we want to go safe? Do we want to go safe and give him more health, or do we want to go funny and make flight speed give a plus 100 speed override?
Plus
Right?
100.
Okay.
What are we thinking?
What if we add more mechanics to it? What if like it calculates how faster Turbo Master is, and it goes into its strength, for example. Like if I'm 20 points faster than my opponent, I get like 20 strength bonus on my turbo kick or something, or flight speed because it's more expensive, so it makes sense not to spam it.
Okay, here's a funny, but I don't know how this would work to implement it. What if they override that flight speed sets has a unique effect where it gives you plus 40 speed, and if you're faster, all of your moves have armor piercing.
I don't think it would help much.
It's not like crazy, but it's kind of interesting to be like, if I'm faster than you, you can't block me.
Honestly, the thing that Boris proposed is more interesting to me because you make a glass cannon with a lot of speed, but he's gonna get one-shotted. Actually, two-shotted. But...
And then speed trade would also make sense to use. And using speed overrides would make sense because it would increase your strength against slower opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because he's so squishy, you would have to really think about when to pull him out. Because if you do speed trade for 2 turns, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
If enemy knows that he's gonna get like 100 damage from fight speed with Boris's proposition.
Yeah. So turbo kick, was it for every 20 speed you have over your opponent, it gets how much base power?
No, it's based on how much speed you have over your opponent. Or your opponent's. So like, if my opponent has 10 speed and I have 40, I get 30 bonus strength against them.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
It sounds insane, but I'm also like, it's also on Turbo Master, so I think we're fine.
That would potentially warrant some swarm value increases, but overall, I think we can start with this and see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't think it'll be too good.
It's so that strength, I guess I'm trying to understand that. How is that like a passive like override? Is that like a one turn thing? Like
it's just an attack passive. So if I use this attack, let's say flight speed, my strength increases for that round based on my speed minus enemy speed. And if it's below
if I'm
0,
slower,
it
goes
0.
minus. Yeah, if
no. If it goes below 0, it's just equals to 0. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be funny, like if I'm slower, I just do no damage. But no, let's not do that.
You do damage to yourself.
Yeah, I heal the enemy if I'm slower.
You just forfeit the game if you're slower. Game instantly ends, Exilia style.
So, what do you want that on flight speed or turbo kick, though?
I think it would be better if it's flight speed, maybe because you can't really spam it.
Yeah,
and that as well.
In that case, do you want the yellow spike for speed override to go into turbo kick instead of on flight speed?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so just so I'm understanding, let me turbo master, turbo kick.
Yeah.
Gets the yellow spike plus 40 speed override bonus from fight speed, and then fight speed. So your speed minus opponent speed equals strength bonus for that specific turn. So that turn that you're that damage that you're doing on that turn, it's boosted by that speed difference, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
This Nanoware is like a whole package in one. He only is. The only problem with him is health. Everything else with this change looks very fun to use and even good.
Yes, I'll be back in 1 second.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I like it because it does play into the entire speed kind of trope. So you have the yellow spike speed override, you have the speed trade move, and then now you have fight speed, which, yeah, the name fits, so on.
Now he is actually a Turbo Master.
Yeah,
You know who's
no,
faster.
I like the idea.
I know there's a
Turbo
lot. Yeah.
Did anybody try to use him before to make anything?
Yes. Actually, one of our last like
John
finalists,
Jr..
our John Jr. like our last tournament winner used Turbo Master for whatever reason, but I mean he used it and he enjoyed it, but so.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
But yeah, this Nano really is like
I also
really
enjoy the
mediocre.
Turbo Master a bit, but I mean, I'm kind
That's
of
fair.
a connoisseur of the Velocitrons and all of their weirdness. Even if it's not necessarily super viable, I always try it.
Yeah. No, likewise, I love Velocitrons as well. I think they're the most fun Nanowar to play. They're just some of them are really underpowered. Unfortunately, need some love, like Turbo Master.
But this is very good change.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that you can't really use all of his abilities with him. You have to pace him over the turns and set him up slowly and then like one shot everything you see.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I like the change overall. I think it'll make it more interesting. I'm not a Velocitron enjoyer myself, but I could maybe see myself indulging a little bit after these changes. Okay, I think we're good then. If everyone's good on that, we can. What's next on your list, Alex, or whoever
Shock
is?
Hornets.
Shock Hornet.
Okay.
I mean, Shock Hornet 1.0 is like Yellow Spike.
It exists.
It's just a side grade to Phase Stormer, I guess. I mean, we could do something to it to make it more unique, I guess, but I mean, on its own, it's fine. On its own, it's fine. But yeah, but like every alpha is like a kind of unique in its own way. Everyone has something that differentiates them from the other, and like this is like just a side grade straight up. So, I mean, I'm
it's
not
literally identical. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's tankier but does less damage. That's kind of it. Everything else is the same.
I can't think of anything I would do to change Shock Hornet. But if you
Likewise.
have any ideas,
Likewise,
but if not, then we can just leave it for now. But I'd be
we
okay.
can leave it for
with
now.
that.
Yeah,
Please
same.
Have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We were just talking about Shark Hornet, but I think we're going to leave Shark Hornet 1.0 as is.
Yeah,
Let's hear the man. Maybe he has something. Because honestly, this is like nothing. He does nothing.
1.0 is like pretty decent. I think it's underutilized. I think it's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
Fine with leaving it as is.
2.0 is what I really think we need to look at.
Yeah, 2.0 needs some love.
Absolutely.
2.0 needs some sweet love and affection.
Absolutely. This Nanowar is bad. But
no damage, no utility, and
nothing.
he uses spike for nothing.
What does
Yeah.
Bill even do?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make it viable? Yellow spike gives obliterate on the poison mist.
I'm fine with that.
For a
I'm
starter? For a starter?
It's not a starter, it's 2.0.
I'm fine with that.
No,
Actually, I like that.
it's good for a start. That's what I want to say.
I understand.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
230 is more value. I honestly,
I'm fine with that.
I can't disagree with that.
Yellow spike into a shock hornet, you threaten obliterate immediately. Type deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
fine with, fine with
It's a
that.
lot of damage for obliterate though, but it's good.
That's fine. Cost a yellow
I mean,
spike.
you need the spike
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's also
Uh,
like still like one thing that it can do.
And I'm guessing
So-
the
Yeah.
yellow spike being consumed in this.
Of
of
course.
course.
yes.
Yes.
That would be saucy if it didn't consume the spike at all.
Yeah.
That would be
yeah.
disgusting, honestly.
Yeah, Rumblehound came knocking. Rumblehound wants its special unique mechanic back.
You mean
You
the
mean Rumble
squid?
Squid?
Rumble Squid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why. I
Yeah,
said
but Rumble
hound.
Squid is like
Squid.
100 swarm value more expensive.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And
So it can have
admittedly, it's like, isn't the attack that does that like 3 energy cost and it like only does 40 base
Exactly.
damage?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And again, the Nanowar is just way more expensive.
So yeah,
This just
Rumble
like
Squid.
just a diet little like obliterate on the spike bonus.
Diet.
Yeah. Or Timu.
Would you
Call it what you will.
add something else to
Uh,
like shock and
Maybe we
I-
can Shock and Awe can get some changes as well, I think. I mean, do we want to reintroduce speed removal and swap blocking in the same attack for more Nanavore?
Could be funny.
For this one could be a good.
I wouldn't
like,
mind
he
it.
has-
What would you propose?
2 energy minus 25 and 2 round swap block, maybe 3.
For 2 energy, 3 rounds. With
We already have
obliterate.
Yeah, we already
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, the Shock Hornet 3.0 has minus 20 plus 3 swap block.
I kind of like the 35 though. Maybe 35 one swap block. Or is that deep?
That doesn't sound bad as well.
Mhm.
That doesn't sound bad.
This Nanovar sounds like a sweet knife. You
Yeah.
know, he can do
Yeah.
every good thing.
Yeah.
I think 3
Yeah.
might be too much.
Its downside is just that its stats are not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
It can't hurt
literally
you.
yeah, and
But
you
The only
like,
thing good
you
about
take
him is
poison
his health,
thing.
basically, and that's it.
Yeah.
I
Has
mean, you
decent
can go with
health.
a little bit of speed, so he goes first sometimes.
I would maybe even give it 10 bonus strength on base.
10 strength.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And what
33
you-
damage, armor piercing, and 44. Like, it's not that bad.
Would you mutate armor piercing for a spike, right? So you can have obliterate in one Nanovar.
Well, I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to take a hit for it, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So to summarize, then, do we all agree on the poison mist being obliterated with yellow spike? Shock and
Yeah.
all, I think we all agree. Adding swap block, it's just how many turns? I think I've heard 3 and 1 proposed. What if we did 2? Me in the middle. 2
For
turns.
2
of swap
energy.
block. For 2 energy, 35 speed. So the 2 turns would include the one that it's used on, and then the following turn.
I don't know. Is
That's strong, but I mean, again, like Shock
Fine.
Hornet is not a strong Nanavore, so
mean, I
maybe we
guess-
can leverage.
I
its
mean,
strength
we'll get
into
to
that.
it when we get to it, but Triton Manta
Yeah.
2.0 does exist, admittedly, but we might
Yeah.
want to change that.
Mhm.
So I guess it isn't. I don't know if it would be super powerful or not, because people aren't exactly using Triton Manta 2.0 super often.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it, but I think Trident Manta is too squishy for it, unfortunately.
You know, this Nanavore isn't quite as squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for 2.
Okay.
Could we put armor
Uh,
decrease on shock and awe instead of armor decreasing? Is a bad. It's really a waste of resources.
Yeah. Although I will say 2 energy to remove 10 armor and remove 35 speed is a little appealing. The armor is more like a sweet little bonus.
A little sweet bonus, but I don't know. It's
Mm-hmm. It would maintain that mechanic from it, so I'm not against putting that in.
yeah, I mean, I'm open to that too. If that's where we want to go.
I
What do
don't
you
know.
think, swap block or armor? I think armor is more
I
unique
think
to have.
it's unique, but I just think it's not that good.
-1 energy instead of armor.
No.
Honestly,
no more fizzling. No more velocitrons that can fizzle. I mean, it's
honestly, the biggest change is there. We can like go back to it when we see it in Palais or something.
we could leave shock and awe for now. Yeah, we
I
could
wouldn't
just
change.
see.
You wouldn't give swap block to shock and awe.
You wouldn't give swap block to shock and awe?
I would give. I
You
just
would.
yeah.
All right, swap block +2 to shock and awe. Any dissenters? I guess we can just do that and see how it plays out.
I think that sounds fine.
Yeah.
+2 swap block. Yeah, we'll just play it by ear, see how that bucks. Okay. Is that it then? Poison mist
Yeah.
and then shock and awe. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm down
and
to move on.
Are we doing the +10 strength for
I think
Hornet or?
I'd be down for it.
Yeah, sure.
okay.
Okay.
Sure. So, but then do we want to increase the max also by 10?
Yeah.
Yep.
Base strength 100 to 110, max strength 120, right? See, yeah, 120 to 130, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Let's make
Hornet slowly
Hornet
becoming a beast.
Good.
Yeah, low key. I'm probably gonna start using shock hornet quite a bit after this. But
Awesome.
we'll see.
Honestly, I would like to try it.
That's good.
Alright.
Okay.
Very cheap.
Another nanivore that I think we can all agree probably needs some kind of buffs. The PSI Scarab.
Big lizard.
Or no,
We
did
went
we
over
already
size
talk about
scarab.
PSI Scarab?
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Oh,
did.
we did. D-Thorn
Okay.
actually
I
got
always
him-
get
got
them
him.
confused. I thought this was. Yeah, that's later. The PSI Shard probably also needs buffs too.
A bit.
But we already
Yeah.
talked about Scarab.
Yeah, we
Said
talked about
Psy
scarab. We
Cannon, one
wanna.
energy,
Yes.
35 base damage. Go ahead, Boris.
Yeah, Psy Cannon gets 25 or 30 base damage, I forgot. And it gets like plus 25 armor
Yep.
on one round, yeah. So basically you have a stall tactic. Instead of like dodging that Stricken Flyer does, it gets armor. And we wanted to settle on a yellow spike on Scarab Slash, but we didn't like find out what it is yet.
Do we have anything else to say on that, or do we just want to continue?
I have nothing else to say on the big lizard.
Nothing yet. No.
Alright.
Me neither.
My guy, my number one guy, I've been sad I haven't been able to use because he isn't meta enough, he isn't strong enough. The Warblaze 1.0.
Lazy boy.
I really love this guy, but before this tournament, I really wanted to use him, but I realized there was at least one problem, one reason why I could not justify using him. He isn't durable enough. He costs almost as much as what are the other Nanophore in the 300 range? He almost
Like
costs
Rumble
as
Squid.
much as like the Shard Slider 3.0
Mhm.
and whatever other Nanophore are in that range. He's just like, when you compare the stats, it's just nowhere near the same.
Mhm.
Do we all agree on this?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
I think Warblaze 1.0's health should go up to 150 from 135.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
honestly,
not against that.
yeah.
And with
For this
Jolt,
for this price, it's Jolted is gonna be 165.
yeah. So
That's
yeah,
fun.
same.
Yeah. I mean, if Mega Doom is allowed to have 150 for 270, I think Warblaze is allowed to have 150 for this price as well. I'm down for it.
Yeah, I agree.
All
I
right,
think
cool.
think what you said,
Why
Alex, was
not?
correct. I think you said things that were true, and I agree with them.
This is true and real.
Yeah,
Would you buy
exactly.
anything else? Because there is like space for any buffs.
I wouldn't touch anything else.
Yeah, I don't know if anything else is absolutely necessary. I would always like for my Warblaze get as many buffs as possible, but I probably can't justify anything else right now.
You
No,
used
I
up
think
all
that
your
would be-
ammo.
I would
Yeah, I think
possibly
that'd be
change
fine.
how Claw Smash's bonus works. I think tank strength is kind of negligible. I don't really care about
Yeah.
it at all.
15.
I think
No,
it's
Get too good at 15.
yeah, it would be too good at 15. It has to be something else. It has to be changed.
But I'm fine
You
to leave
give
it as is.
armor aura maybe, so it gets even
It
more
gets
I like
stable.
stickier.
I like the fact that War Thunder and Warblaze both have the same spike effects, just at different levels. So
yeah,
I don't know if I would.
you have to go energy neutral if you want the strength buff from the War Thunderer, but if you go for the strength buff with the Warblaze, you have 4
Mhm.
energy available by the time that you do that combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like the bonus you get is not that big.
Yeah,
That's
the
that's
bonus
kind of
isn't
like the issue.
great. Although I guess there's also the consideration of if dodge is worse, then other override bonuses get better. So it technically is a buff because of that. But
I don't think
yeah.
dodge in this way that we play right now is ever gonna get worse than others. Others can just be as good as dodge at some point.
Yeah.
That is the only way you can like cope with dodge at this moment. At least that's my look at it.
Mhm.
Look on it.
Yeah, and also Warblaze is a more safe to set things without getting killed when it has 150 health. I'm fine with just increasing its health. Nothing
Yeah.
else.
It is a big increase, but it really needs it if you ask me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big increase. It's fine. So
If it gets played at least once in a tournament, I think it's gonna be a good buff.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will.
And you said you would like to play.
I absolutely would. I actually had an old swarm before. I don't know. Yeah, I think I actually used it in the first tournament. But I can't justify bringing it in now, even though I like it so much, because Warblaze was just kind of the weak link, not enough for how much it costed. So maybe the blue blaze can come back after this buff.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, let's do that and let's continue.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Alright,
Okay.
Triton Manta 1.0.
I just make Spitball do -25 like Tremor does and nothing else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want
fair.
to say exactly.
Can agree with that. Sure.
Mhm.
do that.
Next.
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 Yeah, let's just
Next.
speed run the rest of
Okay,
this.
so man, these next two, what do I even say about these next two?
Mhm.
They are
Quality.
in such a weirdly bad spot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would increase 2.0's health to 115.
Yeah. I agree.
think that's fine with me. I think both of their
Yeah.
stats are generally low, so as long as
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just a bit, yeah, I think that can work.
Wow, yeah,
Yeah.
3.0 being 285 swarm value is a criminal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ay, ay, ay.
Attack wise, I think Trident Manta 2.0. I mean, Paralyze. It's really, it's tempting.
Thanks,
I think
me.
maybe it has potential. It has potential, but
Yeah.
I feel like it being too squishy is what really deteriorated me from ever using it in a swarm.
Yeah.
I never really wanted to. Sting is run of the mill attack. Spark Siphon is the exact same, but like has a spike bonus. Maybe we can make Spark Siphon be a armor ignoring attack, I guess, just to spice it up a bit.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So minus 30 armor piercing.
I did
For Spark
have
Siphon.
an idea to change the sting attack to something else if we wanted to make that the armor ignoring one, because I came
Go
up
for it.
with a name here.
Go for it.
I thought if we were to change Sting to something else instead of the Spark Siphon, Shock Siphon, whatever it's called, I would call Sting a Quartz Cluster because of the visuals for it. Has a lot of like crystals looking stuff around him.
Okay.
Hmm.
So just change the name.
Change the name. Maybe we could make that the. I don't know. If we're just changing the Spark Siphon to Armor Ignoring, I think maybe we could just make Quartz Cluster the Armor Ignoring attack instead to differentiate them, I guess. What do we think?
Sure.
Yeah. Now, we also don't want it to be the same as Triton Chomp, which is already minus 30 armor piercing for 2.
Hmm.
I mean,
So,
I
if we
guess
wanna-
we could change just so that it's more unique. You could switch the. Well, either way, I guess. Yeah, actually, okay, this may be a little bit convoluted, but tell me if you'd agree with this. Quartz Cluster is the armor ignoring attack of the two.
Okay.
It has the. It now has the minus energy on it.
So we move
Instead
the
of the
spike
Spark
bonus onto
Siphon.
Quartz Cluster.
And the Spark Siphon is the one that does the normal damage without the spike effect.
Yeah.
Is that
Sure.
something that we'd be fine with, or no?
Yeah. I guess the other
Sure.
thing
Yeah.
to consider with that is that because Triton Manta 3.0 also has Sting, I guess now Quartz Cluster, that they would both inherently have the spike effect. For 2.0 and 3.0. 'Cause they have the
That
same-
actually sounds good. That actually sounds interesting.
Well,
right?
Quartz Cluster would be an attack exclusive to the 2.0. It isn't automatically transferred to the 3.0.
Okay. Just because right now it's the same move, but they're not going to be the same move anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quartz
On the back
Cluster's
end.
like just for this guy, not for his evolution, I
Yeah.
guess, unless you want to count mutations, which I
Yeah,
guess
so
we
I guess-
potentially are, but that's beside
Yeah.
the point.
And I guess then the thing becomes that now if Spark Siphon is just 2 for 40 damage, then we will have Spark Siphon and Sting that do the same thing.
Yeah,
So we
I
still
mean, no
have an
matter
issue.
how you rearrange it, we'd have to come up with something else for one of the other attacks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that same exact thing. Like, wait a minute, don't we just
Yeah,
just
no,
reordering
but the
stream?
problem is that we just have to come up with something. You can't just rearrange your way around it.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Hmm.
don't know if I have any particular ideas on that at the moment.
Okay, so if we don't have any particular ideas, I might just keep Spark Siphon as the move with the
Piercing.
blue
Yeah.
spike bonus and then the armor piercing, and then just leave Sting as is for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
We could
it's fine.
rename it to Quartz Cluster, I guess, but then the mechanics itself, yeah, we could figure that out later. Let me just write that down. Just okay, let's just do that then. Rename to, and then actually on the back end, both of them use the same exact attack ID for Sting. So I would have to create a brand new move, a brand new attack ID for Quartz Cluster, so that because like Ethan was saying, they inherently have the same move. So if I change Sting and I rename that, then it's gonna rename the move for Trotter Manta 3.0. So I'll probably make a note about that too. But okay. So to recap, Trimet 2.0 base HP goes up from 105 to 115, max HP 120 to 130. Spark Siphon now base damage from 40 to 30, but it becomes armor piercing. Still keeps that blue spike bonus that it has, and then Sting renamed to Quartz Cluster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 3.0 should also get more health because
Yes.
Right.
yeah. Like 130.
Mm,
I would.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
I'm down.
Would you give him more strength, like 5 to 10? No?
More
Let's do that
strength?
next.
Let's see.
Strength to 120. I
I'd
can
be
see
down
it.
for 120.
I can see it.
But for this
Yeah.
swarm value, why not?
285.
Yeah.
Okay, so base HP 115 to 130, which means the max HP would go from 145. And then base strength, goes up from 115 to 120.
Yeah. Is there a world where Shockback costs 2 energy?
Yes,
Really
maybe.
not.
I have an incredibly crazy idea, but I don't know if any of you will actually like it, but I have to propose
Alright.
it.
Go for
Let's
it.
see. Let's see.
Okay.
I hate it already, Alex.
What if
Go.
Shockback stuns yourself and the target?
Oh.
No.
Well,
But
what
what?
do you
No
what do you
energy
accomplish
drain.
with that?
I guess that's fair.
I'm trying to visualize a scenario where that pays off, where I stun myself and the opponent, and then one round after, like nothing happened.
Except you
Or
go down
opponent
energy,
went
and if you
first and
outspeed
then
your
you.
opponent, they force fizzle, so they go up in energy.
It can do something like maybe drain 1 energy or maybe do a tiny bit of armor piercing damage, whatever it is on top of that, but Shock Triton and the opponent that you're stunning, it is, unless you're trying to do this at the very end of the game, in which case, like, what are you doing? But this doesn't
Yeah.
exist in a vacuum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, I would not like for
I don't know
this nano
exactly how it
drain.
could be used, but I feel like giving players that option. Okay, do I want to stun myself in exchange for stunning whatever's in front of me so they can't do something whenever the next turn is that they're out? I feel like that will have some value inevitably. People will figure that out.
Either
Am
that
am
or
I
what
wrong?
if
I'm just
I
wary
mean
of
I can
the move
I can I
going.
can I understand what you're saying. Possibly it could have some play. It's not a that bad of an idea.
Not okay, not that
Not
bad.
that bad. It's bad, but
No,
not that
because
bad.
because when you first said it, I was like, no, that's awful. Like we're both just gonna pass and nothing happened. But like I can see what you're saying. Yeah, like you stun the opponent, then he has to either pass or like swap out. But like your Trident Manta, maybe you don't really need it as much. So you kind of made a play where like you stop the opponent from making a move in one turn. So
I'm always just wary of any move that can stun the opponent because that's something we haven't
Yeah.
introduced yet. So I'm just
yeah, that is true. But what if it stunned the opponent under some condition, like Shockback stuns the opponent if they have more than like 6 energy or something like that?
To try to counter like Giga Drain and other
Energy stackers.
degenerate things, yeah.
I mean, at that point, I mean, I guess if it's a conditional, if it would be a conditional stun on the opponent, like, that'd be very specific circumstances where you could use that, because I'd assume the
Well,
stunning yourself portion would not be conditional, so.
Well, yeah,
well,
if you're gonna
well. I
drain
mean,
3 for 3, you
who
stun
says I have
yourself,
to stun
basically.
myself if we do that?
Oh, yeah, wow. Now you're really thinking. Like, I was proposing this because it's like, okay, it's fair because you'd be stunning yourself and the target. Like, you could at least argue definitively that that's not overpowered. But conditionally stunning the opponent without stunning yourself, that's a. You're really wanting to take a step forward there, huh?
I mean,
But honestly, if you give stun instead of like energy drain, so he doesn't like fizzle it just stuns him, so he doesn't lose more energy or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be okay, I don't know. How would you go about it, Boris? You would keep energy drain and stun
no,
opponent? No,
no
right?
energy drain. It's like it looks into like the opponent's energy count, and like if the opponent has like more than like 8 energy, I don't know, you stun the end where you attack.
Mhm.
But
Okay,
like
does it
actually, I'm thinking
do.
about it now. I'm thinking about it now because you could practically just stun lock your opponent and then you can like perma stun them because they would have no way to
Yeah,
like use up
that's
their
the
energy.
thing,
Yeah, that is true.
because
So
you
that's not that
wouldn't
good
be
of an
stunning
idea.
yourself, so they wouldn't have,
Yeah,
like, an
exactly. Exactly.
opportunity to get back at you.
Exactly. There has to be some kind of like negative on your side as well for this to be usable. Well, not to be broken, I want to say.
Isn't that all? You're including the speed of attacks, right? Because if the opponent is going
I heard
first, you're
that.
still gonna lose
That is true.
that,
That is true.
like, fight.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
And
just
I
give
guess
yourself minus speed, so you can't, yeah, because eventually you're gonna lose the trade,
I
right?
suppose so.
that
I
is true.
mean,
Yeah.
if you decrease your own speed, that means that you'd have less of a chance of going first against other
Correct.
Nanoforce stunning them, but I mean, no, you stunning doesn't work on the turn that you use it. It works on the turn after.
After, right?
Hmm.
I'm just gonna read the chat real quick to see the Kot's in here.
Yeah.
Kot says there's only one scenario. I think he's talking about the stun. It's the one turn strength override being whiffed because of this. So that would be
That's
like a scenario
right.
where
That's
Mhm.
right. I I don't know. That is a very specific scenario though, so and technically that only costs 1 energy to do.
So it's a waste, right?
mm-hmm.
It's definitely good in double battles because you can leverage that with your teammate to protect
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
And
mean,
then you can make this like a double tag team meta. Pick, I don't know.
yeah, I'm not opposed. I think it could be interesting and neat, but it is very situational. But to be fair, no one's using shockback anyways. Maybe
Well,
if shockback
the
cost 2 and
shockback
had its
isn't
current
anywhere
effect.
near what we're talking about right now, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
a completely different ability.
Yeah, it's completely shifting to a whole new creature. Yeah, I guess I'm just saying comparatively.
Yeah. Okay, what's
A whole different thing.
What about
It's-
this?
Yeah.
What if Shockback was like another way to counter the opponent that stacks energy, but it works in this way: you copy their energy pool, but you stun yourself for it.
That's
That's funny.
That's interesting.
That is funny.
Yeah.
that is
That
So you
would
don't-
be
interesting.
actually
you don't-
disgusting.
You don't steal their energy, but you just copy their energy amount. So like if the opponent has 20 energy, now you have 20 energy too, but you're trying to manage to stun for it.
Okay, so
Dino hit the cop?
Oh, yo, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hello, hello.
I guess that would work then, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys
that
down
would be
for it?
crazy ability. Honestly, that
Yeah,
would
it's
be
funny.
the
I like it.
highest punish, and I would love it.
What we talking about? A new nanovore? We get another 3.0
No, this is an
something?
idea for Triton Manta 3.0. Its shockback
Ooh.
ability, we've been going back and forth on what we want it to do. And the current idea we have right now will tell you our previous ideas also, but what if shockback stunned you, which it already does, but instead of draining energy from the opponent, it copies their energy reserve that they have onto your swarm.
Ooh. That actually would be an interesting.
I like that.
I
actually
like
really
that too,
Yeah,
honestly.
me too.
I guess a slight question to that, since I'm liking that
Yeah.
idea, is how much would it cost? Would it cost 2, I suppose, to do that?
We can do 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is
Because,
a lot
I mean-
more. It is a lot more situational than something like the blue spike combo with Giga Striker 3.0, which just gets you a lot of energy really quickly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original idea that I had written down here for the shockback was what if it stunned you and stunned the target? But I think we're probably going this other direction for it, maybe.
I like the idea of copying the energy reserve the most, I think.
Yeah, I
That's-
do.
that's like
I
the
do
best.
It's a very
too. I
good
think
equalizer, if I may say.
it takes
Go ahead.
maybe a bit of setup, and it's very matchup dependent, but
But so is SmackDown, and SmackDown is super fun to use.
That's what I was going to say. It's kind of like SmackDown, but backwards.
Yeah. Like,
But why not?
we're allowed to have fun
more,
mechanics in the game just
choices.
because they're,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
More choices to screw that Giga Drain tactics.
Okay.
hmm.
If any dissenters have any burning qualms, speak now or
I
hold your
guess
peace.
Ever
I
hold your
suppose.
peace.
I had an idea earlier with the Sting / Spark Siphon Smash, whichever one's not getting the energy drained blue spike. And it goes as thus. What if it benefits off a swap block by it? If the target is swap blocked, it puts out a blue spike? Or would that be too strong?
If the opponent is swap blocked, you get a blue spike. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's actually, yeah, I never heard of that, something like that before. So it's intrigued me.
I would be open to it, but like you said, I don't know if that's.
We could do the idea of the. We could say that for another day.
Yeah.
Let's put a pin in that, and then
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea though.
It is a good idea.
I think we have to think about, I guess, the implications.
Honestly, if you give one nanover
Yeah.
that, you should give some other small block nanovers that ability too, because
Mhm.
it's very good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that could combo into a lot of things potentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, like you
Okay.
said, the guy will put a pin on it, but yeah, I like that mechanic.
Okay. Are we ready to move on from Triton Met to 3.0 now?
I'm
yeah.
ready to move on.
Yeah.
We're going through all the nanobores. Let me get to the nanologs real quick because
Yeah,
I want
next
to
up-
join in on this.
Yeah,
We're Triton spidering.
I think you were in the
Triton spider
previous
tumbling.
part also, Dino.
I was. Hey, hello, YouTube again.
It's okay. I'll just get this ball rolling. Is there a world where you make Fang Blast do something different than Triton Chomp? Probably.
Yes. And is there a world where we make the obliterate on Trident Spider better because it's super weak to have a default obliterate? Maybe an obliterate that also lowers the enemy speed.
I think I don't mind it having the obliterate. I think the issue is that Triton Spider 1.0 will die to a swift breeze.
That as well. That
I
as
think
well.
I
that's
just
its
realized he
main
does have
issue.
100 health.
Just 100 health is a little bit sad.
It is.
I'd be
Tragic.
fine for even like a one. Even at 110, he's pretty frail, but I think that's fine. And then maybe make Fang Blast do something else.
I was going to say
Make it a bit more
110.
interesting. Yeah,
I'm down
110
to
health,
go
ideal.
base HP 100 to 110, which means max would be 115 and 125.
Ooh,
What if Fang Blast dealt more damage if the opponent is faster than like they make a reverse ready set go with Fang Blast? It deals bonus damage if the enemy has above 80 speed, for example.
Above 80?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So basically, if you're using a strength override or if you're speed jolting yourself to the max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just punishing fast opponents. We're
fine
making
with that.
Hexed counters here.
Hexite counters
that's
on a Hexite. That's funny.
Makes sense.
Trader.
Yeah,
makes
he's a
sense.
spider. I like it. I like it.
I do
Alright,
too.
I mean, I can't argue with that. You aren't often going to run into Nanovore that have over 80 speed. Unless they're
Yeah.
really,
So-
really investing into it, so.
Do we do something else then to differentiate Fang Blast between Triton Chomp other than that, or is it just a straight upgrade of Triton Chomp? Regarding mutations. Maybe
Well, do you have any
Chomp
ideas,
does
maybe?
35, this does 30, and then does more if they're faster?
Maybe.
That
Why
could
not?
work too. Actually, that would work too. If Trident Spider is gonna stay as squishy as it is, I think we can do that for this swarm value.
Sorry, can you reiterate that? I think you cut off from my side, T-Thorn.
So, on Triton Manta 1.0, Triton Chomp would have 35 base power instead of 30. And on Triton Spider 1.0, Fang Blast would have the thing of if the opponent is 80 speed or faster, it gains bonus damage. But how much bonus damage would it get?
20.
20? I think that's
No.
a bit much.
Too
Just a
much?
little
I
bit.
overshot it.
Okay, so default is 35, and it can go to 45 if it goes above 80 speed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm good with
that's good.
So let me. Okay, so we're going back to Trident Manta 1.0. So Trident Chomp, base damage. We said
Yeah.
30 to 35.
Yeah.
And then we said for Trident Spider, then the Bang Blast goes from 30 to 35 as well. However, if
Or no, base Fang Blast is still base 30.
okay, base Bang Blast is still base 30.
But if the target speed is 80 or more, it goes to 45.
Target is speed over 80 or more, greater than or equal to
Yeah.
80, then base damage increases to 45. Okay, so it's plus 15, so not quite plus 20, but close to plus 20, plus 15. Okay.
I think that's probably fine.
I wouldn't buff HP.
I'm not
Try
opposed
to
to still
better-
buffing HP anyways, but
Well,
Yeah.
didn't we already give
We already
Spider
said.
1.0
Yeah,
like
you
10
said.
more
Sorry,
points of
sorry, I
health?
didn't hear.
That's what we
Oh yeah,
said.
no. You said
Yeah,
base
okay.
HP from 100 to 110, which means
Okay,
it actually
perfect.
goes 115 and
okay.
one 125.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
that's
bad,
good.
guys. I didn't hear you.
No, that's all good.
All right.
All good.
Okay,
I think-
so I think
let's
we
move on.
might have a few thoughts on the black spider.
Yeah, it's the perfect
dark
creature that should not be
spider.
touched. Yes.
It's tumbling time. It is.
It's tumbling time. I everything that I've said about strength removal being a problem and I don't like it does not apply to Triton Spider 2.0 because it's funny enough.
I totally agree, man. Totally agree.
Okay, good. Excellent.
We
I
can
love
just skip
Triton
this
Spider.
one.
I'm happy to
down to
leave
skip
this
it.
perfect
Leave it.
creature as it is, as God
It-
chose an angel to rest as it is.
This is
Honestly,
what
fair.
Uh,
peak Nanivore specimen looks like. You might not agree with it, but it is peak Nanivore
This is
specimen.
factual.
would-
Borsav, do you have thoughts?
I don't know what I can say that hasn't been said already. This Nanovore is perfect.
Yes,
I mean-
excellent.
It's fine. Like, jokes aside, Trident Tumble is worrying but worrisome, but I think we can do something if it does become a huge problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
I
for now, it's
mean,
fine.
Honestly, if I were to see somebody actually using the swap block like permanent stun with strength strategy, even though it doesn't necessarily work anymore because of the minimum damage threshold, I'd personally think that's like almost tournament bannable because like, why are you doing
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're just a troll. I think the strategy was impressive because like the Blaze Hydro 1.0 just scaling it infinitely, but if we change it to what we proposed at the start of the stream, I think it's not going to be that big of an issue. It's just going to be people trolling for the sake of trolling with
I guess
Trident Tumble.
you could technically do sort of the same thing with a Gigawing, although I suppose if the enemy knew that, they could just keep their energy down, and there's also the minimum damage threshold again. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really work all that great, but that's aside from the point. If we don't want to change the Triton Spider 2.0 right now, we can just move on.
We can move on.
Yeah.
Let us move on.
Okay.
Let us fail.
Yeah, I do also think there have been a lot of names we've talked where we've kind of repeated the same things a lot. I think let's try to keep our pace here. let's keep our pace.
Yeah.
Okay. Shard Slider 1.0.
Fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah. It's not great, but it's whatever. It's fine. Jumpstart kind of sucks, but that's just speed for you.
I mean,
If we
the
change speed, it would be
2.0
much
is
more.
not really in that much better of a spot.
Yeah, no, I'm chill. Okay.
I mean,
Anyone?
the only
Any
thing I
takes?
would change maybe
Yeah.
about 2.0 is giving weaken -1 energy. That's kind of it. Not for cost, but like -1 for the opponent.
Oh, I'm fine with
That's
that.
kind of it.
Yeah,
That's kind of it.
I could do
I
that.
That's cool.
agree.
Huh? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Shit.
I like
Fine.
3.0.
And no,
Yeah.
as a Shard Slayer 3.0 user, yeah, this guy's actually pretty well balanced all around.
He's
Okay,
awesome.
I think I might have
I
cut
love
out there for a second.
Whoa. Okay.
But just yeah,
What were we all talking about? Did we go through the 2.0 already?
yep.
Yeah.
We're just giving it
Yeah.
-1 energy to the enemy on weaken.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
3.0 is fine as is. No need to
I like
change.
it.
Yeah, everything is
Mhm.
perfectly
I
balanced.
would never. Is this energy cost for the strength drain, the 35 strength drain, still 5?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We can make that 4.
No.
Yeah.
No?
I don't. I think that would be too strong.
It's a little bit too efficient at 4. I can.
Should
Okay,
shut down
that's fair.
also inflict -1 energy?
We could do that.
I
Yeah.
could see the strength even going like down a little bit to like.
No.
I don't
No,
know.
35 is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's
35
For
is actually
5
It's
energy.
just
yeah.
enough. It's just enough to seriously inflict like strength removal on your opponent.
Mhm.
I'm never gonna use it though. I can't.
I
gotta
used
be
it once and I
perfectly
trolled
honest,
Felnius
I
with it.
cannot
I
see a
used it once and I
scenario where
trolled
I'm gonna
Felnius
use
with it.
Wait,
that.
when?
When we played 3-player free for all against Chaz, and I removed your strength, you couldn't kill him.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
it's just it's a for fun attack.
A for
I think
fun
it's fine as
attack,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
think we've ever used that
Shard Slider-
justification before. But alright.
We can, but like Charge Slider already has 3 attacks. The 4th one can be for fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if you don't like it, you can
Okay.
put Spike. You can put anything you
Yeah, you
want.
can just mutate it if you want to make a more viable kit.
Mhm.
There you go.
Okay.
Or just
I'm
change
fine
for
with
a
this.
weekend because it's cheaper. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's get
Okay,
out
so-
on.
So we're leaving shutdown as is, if I got everything correctly.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Let's we can move along.
Shard Runner 1.0 is going to be another fast one. It's good. It's a staple. It's solid. I'm happy with it being as is.
Yeah.
Does
Same.
anyone have any opinions? Yeah, like it's just kind of a good
I
name.
feel like it's. I feel like it's so. I feel like I have to fit it in every swarm. It's that good. I almost feel like it needs like a small nerf personally, if anything.
225?
No,
That-
225
Ooh.
would be too
Maybe base HP lower
much. No.
than.
I don't think it's an include on every swarm type nanivore. I think it's good and it fits on some swarms, but I think it's good. I think it's.
Even you
I don't think we should nerf it just because it's good. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like
It's not
toxic good.
unhealthy, so we
It's
can let
just
it
good.
slide.
Yeah.
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 Alright,
Okay.
I guess I'll continue fitting it into everything then. That's just
Do
how I
it.
am.
Yeah.
Do it, yeah.
All right, Shard Runner 2.0. Now this one. All right.
This guy
Swarm value goes down by 100. Just kidding.
Okay, dude.
But am I?
Am I looking
I'd
at
be down
Shard
for
Runner
100.
or am I looking at Circuit Flyer? Wait a minute.
Shard Runner
Yeah.
2.0. Shard Runner 2.0, I'm gonna be honest, the thing costs 300. I think it would still be fine. Minus 100 is honestly not far off. I think
Exactly.
I think the way to buff this is just to drastically reduce its swarm value.
Yeah.
Do we drop it by about 40 and then let's see how it sits?
If we dropped
Maybe
by
just-
40, I think it would still suck.
Yeah, it's still too
330.
much.
I think I legitimately think drop it by like 70 or at least 60.
I would drop it to like 280, so like that would be like 90 form value less,
I guess,
and then I would be fine with it.
I would be fine with 300 because that's the same swarm value as Megascorpion 3.0. So.
Yeah, but then like I think Jumpstarts needs a serious change.
Well, I have an idea here, kind of the
Well,
same.
you can mutate it out, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
Let's hear the idea.
We gave Electropod 3.0 a +5 armor, a +15 strength override. Was that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if we changed Jumpstart to an attack called Get Going, +25 speed, +5 armor for 3 energy?
Ooh.
I would not use that. Sorry.
Oh,
I
come
still wouldn't
on.
use it either.
I have another
mean-
idea for Jumpstart.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's an energy spike or an energy override that if you have no energy at the end of your turn, you gain about 4 energy, or effectively if you've lost energy, you gain energy next turn. Or the
That's a cool idea. So if
So
you're
if
on
you're at-
0 at the end of the round, you get +4 energy instead of
Well,
+2.
Isn't that kind of the same as Power Rush though?
Not exactly.
It's not.
exactly. No.
It's not, because you get +3 all the time. Here, if you're on 0 at the end of the round, you get +4. So basically, you don't go below 4.
So you'd spend your. I'm trying to figure out how this would work, cause like
I use
if you're
Jumpstart at the
spending
first round
your
and
own
then you can
energy
charge
to
it.
get yourself down to 0, like, is there really
Yes.
anything that I mean they'd have.
actually, it might be
They'd
best to
have
say
to
if you
fizzle
fizzle,
you
you
to
get more
stop you
energy.
from using the move to get you down to like Z. That is there any counterplay to this? I guess is what I'm asking.
Actually,
You can
Is
fizzle
it
your
just
opponent
a
still.
better
You
thing?
can just still fizzle your opponent, because they have to go below. They have to go to 0. So if they need 4 energy to use an attack, you can just use Giga Drain, and then they can't use their 4.
okay, I think I
cost
need
attack.
to I'm going to put this one. This one needs more thought before I go through in it. So
Sure.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to leaving Jumpstart as is because you can mutate it out, and I think we need to factor in that this thing can just get access to Star Smash instead.
I agree, but still, I mean, I think it needs to have a good kit of its own if it's gonna be
I
this
agree with that.
expensive.
But I also am not opposed to, for now, leaving Jumpstart and reworking it later and just decreasing storm value to 300.
I have a question. Why he has 2 overrides? Is there a point in that? Like, I know it's in the base
It's just
game.
for
was
flexibility. I think it's a flexibility thing. Do
Yeah.
you want this or the other one? And if you can adapt to your situation is the idea. The issue is that one of the overrides is the best one in the game, the other one is the worst one in the game.
Or do you want to use dodge?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's
Would
the
you
biggest
like
question.
something awesome or to waste your turn? Difficult decision. But yeah, no, I think it's fine. I would just decrease to 300 for now,
I mean,
personally.
if we don't have any other ideas for Jumpstart that we want to implement right now, I'd at least want to
Yeah,
try
we
Get
can.
Going, maybe.
Sure, we can do Get Going,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
It'd give it something unique
realistically,
to do.
it is unique.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not, but still, like in a gameplay wise, I can't see myself ever placing it.
Maybe if it was also maybe more speed. Maybe?
Like 30 speed plus 30?
Yeah, 30 speed plus 5 armor for 3.
I'd be fine with it.
Chill.
Yeah.
Try that.
Okay.
I have enough time to look at one more creature before I have to head out. But I would.
I mean, we're
there's
getting
one-
close. Yeah.
We're getting close to the end, but unless we like crazy speed run. But there's just one gamer in particular that I want to discuss, and I am kind of neutral on the other ones here.
Sure, go
and
for it.
the only thing that I really need to get my opinion out on is I do not want Whopper to change. Cyber
I
Slicer
do want
3.0.
Whopper to change.
I
We're
love-
gonna fight. Fight is
I
starting.
love Whopper.
Oh
I
my
love
god!
Whopper. Whopper is so funny. Whopper is awesome.
I've
It's-
never seen that before.
Whopper's hilarious. I love the sanctity of Whopper, and I think it should stay as is because
No,
I think it's very funny and extremely unique.
Whopper should become even funnier.
I mean, I'm
Go
not
for it.
opposed to making it do the same thing but more. I'm not opposed
Do
to
the
that.
same
It's
thing but
whopping
more.
time.
Man, I wish you could
Whopping
stay here
time.
longer to hear my idea, but
Okay,
I'm
wait,
not
just
sure.
just
Go
run
for it.
me through the idea. Run me through the idea. I got this.
Okay, finally, one hex. If I get one hex into the game, it's gonna be this one. And I don't care. You can propose any potential downside to this possible. It can get infinitely stunned. I don't care. Whopper gives the target a -1 EN per round hex that lasts 5 rounds.
Jesus Christ!
Let's not do that.
It's still the
It's funny.
same amount of EN decrease,
It is
but
the
just
same
spread
amount.
across multiple rounds to make them sad.
Oh my god!
It is funny. No, I will agree with you, Alex. It is funny.
No, that is stronger. That's stronger because if you use Whopper once, you just remove their strength and they're just back to generating normal energy. They can use 2 cost attacks. With this, if you go below 2, you're screwed for the next 4 rounds.
I'd be
Yeah.
willing to pay any amount of energy for this, any cost for this.
I think it's funny, but I do see the threats of it being much stronger. I think Cyber Slicer 3.0 is honestly like not even that bad of a nanivore.
I disagree. I think he's meme status. Okay. Goodbye. I
You should
guess.
use it. You just have it and scare your opponent with it. The fact that your opponent knows that Whopper exists means they have to be like, oh, I could just get fizzled at any point and I can't bank energy. And I think that's funny. It's the threat of Whopper. You don't actually eat the burger. You just know that someone's going to serve it to you. Right? Like, that's... I really like Cyber Slicer 3.0. I think he's really fun. I don't think... I like the sanctity of Cyber Slicer 3.0, and I think is a not as perfect as Triton Spider 2.0. Obviously, nothing is as perfect as that creature. But I love Whopper, and I think it should. I like it. I don't want to touch this one. That's one of my big wishes. I want this nanivore to stay
he'll
basically
remain
the same.
meme status forever then.
Yeah, I'll use it sometimes. Maybe I could see a world where the swarm value goes down a little bit, but I think it's chill. But
I
if
honestly
people
think
want
that
to
Rip should just have its damage increased. If
I was thinking we add like on kill, you gain health on kill with Rip. Like it's like kind of like, you know.
that is funny.
Or-
That is funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of feast on your enemy's flesh and you gain your health back for it.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that can heal, and it has a Whopper. Amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's the only thing that can heal, it can dodge, and it can just whop all over the place, is what you're telling me.
Exactly. And I think then the cost would be justified. And maybe I would bump the strength to 130. So it's 39 damage. That's it. That's it.
I'm okay with all of this. I'm fine with all of what he's saying. Incredible. Excellent.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to head out now, but thank you everyone. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll check out what the last few nanivore thingies you have for the ones that I didn't get to participate in there. But
all right,
Of course.
see ya.
Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Thank you for being around. That's what. Have a good day.
thank you. Bye.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
Okay. So we're serious about this then? We're really doing this? We're saying Cyber Slicer 3.0 goes base strength 120 to 130,
Yeah.
which means
Max 145.
Max strength 135 to 145.
Yeah.
And then you're saying rip now.
On kill.
Feasting on the flesh of your enemies, which is kind of gruesome. On splat kill, you gain how much HP back?
Plus 10.
Plus 10 HP back.
Yeah.
Okay. Any concerns or qualms with that from the chat, the audience?
I'm
Literally
scared what's gonna
zero.
happen.
Nothing. If you can make the animation like a fatality from Mortal Kombat, then I would be amazed.
Well, that's what the entire game is, dude. You just have to watch the
Basically.
animations. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It's pretty gruesome. Yeah, the yeah, pretty gruesome graphic he described to us, Sir Boris, but the fact that this thing looks like Mike Wazowski's ugly inbred cousin just doesn't help. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm
Alright.
I'm good on Cyber Slicer, I think.
I think
Yeah.
all the other cyber slicers are fine, all things considered.
I think the 1.0 needs a buff. If we aren't changing Shard Runner 1.0, Cyber Slicer 1.0 needs something.
SV lowering
I was gonna say the same thing. I was
Yeah.
gonna say the same exact thing.
190.
Yeah. Oh,
I was gonna say 200.
I was gonna say 205,
I'd
I
be
mean,
fine
that sounds
with
good as well.
200.
200.
200 it is then.
Yeah.
I can beat you at 200. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a deal. Deal, Mr. Illich. Alright. That's a 1.0.
Oof.
Storm value 215 to 200. Sold. Sold to the Serbian gentleman over there
Thank
in the
you.
corner.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
I think Cyber Slicer 2.0 is fine right now,
It's fine as is.
generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I.
Alright. Alright, so Cyber Shark, since we're on the cyber family. I
think
remember you said you don't
he
like.
needs something.
Yeah, he
I
does.
agree. He does need something. Drugs.
One of the things I was thinking we could do is move the blue spike bonus from trash to cyber shock, but because it costs 3 energy now, you don't consume the spike.
Ooh.
So now you can
Whoa.
increase your strength if you have a blue spike.
Spam strength buffs.
Spam
That's
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have the blue spike.
Ooh.
If you have the
That
blue spike.
Wow.
And it
would
costs
be
3.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
could
but
actually
you
turn
need
this
energy
into
for
a
it.
But
monster.
yeah, you need energy. You can't really spam it.
Yeah,
Actually, that makes it pretty fair, honestly.
yeah, you can't
Oh, yeah.
start with an override to get your energy up.
Yeah.
Right. You have to have. I like the logic there.
The idea is very good.
The way you explained it too, Boris, the way you justified, you're like, well, we're gonna move it to Cybershock, so it costs 1 more. So
I mean,
I agree.
with the turbo jumper being the way that it is, I mean, I can't argue with Cyber Shark getting a bit of the same thing.
Yeah. It really needs some love. It's such a cool nanowar.
It is cool. It's so cool. It's not as good as it looks, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thrash loses blue spike bonus. However, Cybershock gains Thrash's blue spike bonus,
But doesn't consume it.
but does not consume
Yeah.
blue spike. I'm with it. I am with it.
Did you write that down as well? You're with it?
Let me write that down right now. I'm with it.
Alright.
Okay, so
Bell.
I think there might be only 2 more Nanophore that we need to talk about then, because I feel like both of the War Chargers are in a good spot right now.
They're awesome, yeah.
I like them.
War Charger
They really
1.0
are.
is one of the best alphas in the game. And like
I
2.0,
agree.
I mean, not as good as 1.0, but still a pretty fine nanowar in my opinion.
You said fly? He is pretty fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. They're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. So now we're left with Psyshard, I guess, as the last nanowar.
Did we do shock train?
No,
shock train?
we haven't talked about Shock Triton, I don't think.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Shock
so
Triton.
Size Shard and Shock Triton, those are the last 2, it
Yeah.
looks like.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Floor is
I don't
open
know.
to.
Well, what are we
Well,
gonna do first?
Well, I'll reiterate what Stromter said a few days ago in our beta test chat. I've been dabbling around with Sideshard lately, and the speed stats got me looking kind of sideways. Despite being a hex site, it's outpaced by like half the Velocitron roster, and every single hex site since its slowest one, and it's even outpaced by a Magnemite if you count War Charger. I think he meant War Thunderer.
Well,
War
War
Thunder, yeah.
Thunder
But
War
War
doesn't
Thunder is a
count. It's
specific case, yeah.
basically a hex site.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But
So,
yeah, I
I
get
mean-
it. 40 speed for an evolved hex site is basically nothing.
Start there. What would you say to like what 55 speed?
Could you
For
even go
this-
higher?
For this swarm value, I would go for 70 maybe. Or no,
70?
65. 65 is fine.
Okay.
For this
that's
swarm value. Or
even better
60.
for me.
And you
Yeah.
jolt it to 1.5. 1.5.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So let me.
Solid.
Side drain, awesome attack, underutilized. Breakthrough. Breakthrough just needs a better red spike bonus.
Wait,
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
yeah,
I mean,
isn't Breakthrough the same? Yeah, it's the same attack that the Rumble Hound has.
Rumble
so
Hound,
would it just
exactly,
be
I
the
mean,
same thing.
if it's the exact same attack, I think we can leave it as is then. Because it will count like the amount of enemy armor as bonus damage. I think that's good.
Yeah.
So does Driller stay the same?
Maybe we can turn it into double damage instead of
double damage. That would be.
yeah.
I don't know. Is that just an increase of 10 from what it is right now, basically?
From 50 to 60, yeah.
I mean, I guess if it consumes the spike,
It
that's not
does.
a
It
big
does, of
deal.
course. It does.
I think that'd be pretty good, honestly, if it got double damage and consumes it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So if I captured everything, so side charge, base speed from 40 to 65, max speed from 80 to 105, and then driller does now instead of 50 armor piercing damage with a blue spike, does 60 armor piercing damage.
Yeah.
Blue spike damage bonus from 50 to 60 and does consume blue spike. And is that it then?
That's it. And then we have Shock Trident as the last Nanowar.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
So we
Big
already
fish.
talked about how we want it to do the same thing as the Hypnotize from Blaze Hydra 2.0, so we can just copy that over.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let me do that.
Is there other things that we want to change with it, though? It's pretty complex, the attacks that it has already.
Yeah, this guy's kind of got a whole smorgasbord vibe going on.
Trident Blast is fine. Whirlpool. I don't know. Whirlpool.
Do we want to make it not consume the blue spike? It still needs it for the damage, but not consuming the damage for it.
I can see that. Yeah.
Maybe if it doesn't consume the maybe if it doesn't consume the spike, it should do 30 damage.
The dino there.
Yeah, because for two attack, you can just kind of spam that over and over.
Yeah, then it becomes a really strong attack. Yeah, I agree. And maybe we can, because it's a hex site again, maybe we can bump its speed.
But it's only 45 speed.
Yeah.
Realize that. What?
Yeah, we can bump its speed maybe. You know what? I would maybe even give it 5 armor. as base.
Really?
It does seem like it kind of has some
guess.
armor on its body.
Maybe. Or maybe because it comes from a Velocitron, maybe we can give it higher health, 140, instead of armor.
I think that could
Um,
work, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I'm good either
honestly, I
way.
feel like in terms of at least creature design, I think Turbo Jumper looks like it's more armored than Shock Triton.
True.
Sounds
Okay,
good
okay,
to me.
okay. So Whirlpool now. Based. So okay, so Shock Trident, Hypnotize. I mean, not Hypnotize. Shock Drain. Shock Drain. Strength removal goes from 15 to 20. And for Whirlpool, base damage with Blue Spike bonus goes from
Jeez.
and then we're saying that the health goes from 135 to 140.
Yes.
Yeah.
Base HP 135 to 140, which would mean the max HP goes from 150 to 155.
Yeah.
Okay, and then did we want to do anything to the speed or
Excuse me.
all good?
Yeah, we can move it to 60 speed as well,
I don't know. I feel like
Also, whoever joined.
or 55.
I think
No, I
Shock
think 45
Triton
is too
should be
slow.
faster than PSI Shard.
We want to make it 70 then.
Maybe we could make PSI Shard 60 and Shock Triton 65.
That
if
sounds
that's
fine as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Side Short, going back to Side Short, base speed from 40 to 60, which means max speed from 80 to 100.
Yep.
And then for Shock Trident, base speed from, let me see, 45 to 65, which means max speed goes 85 to 105.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
All right. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Nanosphere trainers, I think that's just about everything. I think we've covered every single
Yep.
character.
Yep.
You've covered every single one of these little buggers.
And it only took us like, what, 10, 12 hours maybe? So,
Yep.
Probably closer to 10 hours. I don't think it's quite getting to 12 or over right yet, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, this was fun. It's
This was
going to
very
be even
fun.
more fun implementing everything.
True.
But I'm
Good luck.
Thank you. It's fine. I'll just stay up one night and just bang it out. Let's see how far I can get. But I'm super excited by all these amazing ideas. Thank you everyone that joined. Dino, Dakot, Oliver, Chaz for hanging out, giving us your thoughts. Any last minute. I think I want to do some outros for the live stream, but before we do that, any last minute thoughts or comments or anything from anyone?
I think that this is going to be very interesting when we do all these changes, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Definitely.
And we'll probably
Something happens. Please, something happen. So we don't have to all play dodge every day.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully the reign of Dodge, the tyrannical reign of Dodge will come to an end.
Yeah,
And
and
we
the
can make
reign of the armor override will come into being.
I honestly hope, just so
hope.
you can see that it's not gonna be broken.
I would welcome our armor overlords with open arms.
Yeah.
All of them obliterated.
As a Tank Strider 2.0 enjoyer, please bring on the armor override rain. All right, we can do outros then. We can start from the bottom and end with you, Alex, since it's your channel. Boris, your outro.
The plasma has been lashed. We just went through all the balance changes we had on our mind for now. We might come up with more stuff behind the scenes, but like this was like the general idea so everyone can see what we're thinking about and what we might think about in the future. So yeah, there you go. Chaz, you have something to say?
I actually don't.
He
Okay.
doesn't. Matter few words. Okay. Oliver, has your plasma been lashed? Or go ahead.
Indeed, and I hope by the next patch I'll tank out all the damage that you lash at me and not dodge it. That's all.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
Sounds fun.
I like that. Decat.
Well, farewell and good luck everyone. Hope the coding goes well.
Yeah, thank you. I'm with Oliver. Gonna be tanking. I'm gonna be tanking and walking and striding all the damage that's gonna be coming my way. Taslos will reign supreme over the nanosphere. The Hexites shall rise again. And yeah, that's it for me. Mr. Goof, Dino.
I think what I have to say is I wish everyone the best of luck, and may Taslos give you the strength and luck to win these fights again.
Yes, in Taslos we trust. Alex, finish us off here.
The storm of Spydran is coming for the entire nanosphere, and don't you forget it. He is the one that is truly going to reign now that everything is changed. Soon you will see.
Well, this should be fun.
We'll see, says the blind man. All right. Well, thanks everyone. I guess we can end the live stream here, Alex.
Yeah.
See you then, fellas.
Yeah,
See
thanks
ya.